I get it. School can be difficult. Sometimes there's so much material and it can get overwhelming. Or maybe a subject is particularly complex and hard to understand. Not to mention, we have all of these distractions, like arguments to get into in social media. Speaking of which, see our video on procrastination. All of these things can pull us away from that crucial behavior needed to be a successful student, studying. But let's look at it this way. All you're doing when you study is learning, or reinforcing what you've learned. And this is really about gaining and reinforcing memories. So today, on Brief Brain Facts, we have identified some key behaviors that will enable you to become a better, more effective learner, based on how your brain actually works when it comes to strengthening new memories. Your brain is admittedly a pretty complex place, with many different areas that have specialized activities or functions. Brain researchers are pretty confident about the areas within the brain that are responsible for learning and memory. Importantly, your brain cells, or neurons, are what makes memories possible. Whenever you build a new memory, a new group of neurons begin communicating or talking to each other. The more you use that memory via maybe recalling it or telling it to someone else, the stronger those connections between those neurons become. Building new memories is part of the learning process. Studying provides an opportunity to strengthen those memories and, at the cellular level, strengthen the connections that create clear lines of communication between your neurons. Therefore, researchers recommend a study habit to adopt to make you a more successful student is to self-quiz. This method not only has been shown to aid in recall ability, but also to reduce the amount of stress one has while taking the graded test. Something counterintuitive or odd researchers have discovered about strengthening memories or learned information is the benefit of forgetting. According to these scientists, forgetting can be good for the brain because it serves to filter out unnecessary information. Additionally, when someone is attempting to recall a half-forgotten memory, it can actually help strengthen that memory or those connections between those neurons. The whole "I forgot once, I won't forget again" principle. So don't worry too much if you forgot to recall something during your self-quizzes, because you're strengthening your neurons. Brain synapses are places where information flows between neurons. According to some researchers, synapses that encode memories or convert memory to a workable form in the hippocampus, an area associated with declarative memory, facts, and events, work much more effectively when briefly activated for about an hour. As such, another good study habit is to not cram for tests. Spread out your study sessions over a few days and even a few weeks. That allows for a briefer activation period of those synapses that are responsible for encoding those memories. Here's some study advice to which I am actually never opposed to, and that is to take naps. And I'm being serious. One of the primary benefits scientists know about sleep is that sleep helps to consolidate or make permanent and organize your memories. But if you're like me and you're unable to get a nap throughout the day, don't pull all-nighters. Get some sleep. Wow, I sound like a parent. Anyways, your brain needs it. All of these tips really come down to the fact that your ultimate goal during your study sessions is to help strengthen what you've learned. Usually, you build upon memories, resulting in the learned information. So make sure you study for the purposes of learning and not to simply be capable of regurgitating that information for the purposes of passing the test. So quiz yourself, study often but for shorter amounts of time, and get some sleep. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit that like button. As always, thank you for watching.